What's up, guys? XX here, and today I'm going to show you guys how not to be a YouTuber. So these are my top 10 tips of what not to do on your YouTube channel. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you're not subscribed, I'm not going to show you the tips. So yeah, hit that subscribe button. I'm waiting. Oh, you're already subscribed. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, roll the intro. How's it going, cool people? I'm Gehab and welcome to another Gehab and Chill video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the top 5 things you don't want to do on YouTube. So if you enjoyed this video in any way or form, make sure to smash that like button. Helps me out a ton. Alright, so tip number 1 is to not have an overly done, absolutely crazy intro like I just showed you. I mean, the example I just showed you is a bit extreme, but I have seen people with this sort of style. And maybe some people like it, maybe they think it's awesome. But I know a lot from hearing from my friends and from people I know that stuff like that is really, like, it really puts you off. I don't mean to offend anyone though. There are plenty of intros out there that are, you know, overly edited, that are actually really good. So I'm not just saying, you know, skip out completely on the intro. What I'm saying is, if you're gonna get an intro, make sure this is like a good intro. Make sure it looks good, make sure it sounds good, because the intro of your video is literally the most crucial part. Some people don't use an intro at all. Some people have, you know, their name pop up or whatever, but the first few seconds can make or break it for the viewer, and they might just, you know, click off right away if they're scared off by an intro like that. So again, if you want to have an intro, make sure it's professionally done and that it fits with your style. So if you're doing like ASMR videos that are supposed to be relaxing, don't have like dubstep in the beginning because, you know, it doesn't really fit. So tip number 2 I have for you is to not beg for interaction. I know this is an extremely common tip, but I really want to push this because it's very important. Like I said in my previous tip, the first few seconds of your video are extremely important, and if the viewer's flooded with like a minute of you saying like, please like this video guys, because if you don't like this my dog will die, they probably won't want to watch the video, and they'll feel like all you really want is for them to like your video so they can, you know, grow bigger on YouTube. I mean, maybe it's not the best example having your dog dying, because I don't think a lot of people say that, but some YouTubers out there ask for people to subscribe, like the video, share the video at least like 5 or 6 times in the whole video. Of course, it's completely fine to, you know, ask people to like the video in the beginning. I usually do that. I did that in this video. So in short, don't push people to like the video, to subscribe and all that kind of stuff. You can say it once or twice in the video and you should be fine. Also guys, make sure to subscribe to my channel and donate to my donation page. Moving into tip number 3, this is probably one you haven't heard before, but this is something I've thought about a lot myself, and it might not be the worst thing in the world, but I still think it's worth mentioning. So tip number 3 is to avoid the term "and more" when describing your channel. So this is one of the most common things I see here on YouTube. I've done this numerous times myself, and I've realized that it's really not a good way of describing your channel. So many people write that they do, you know, let's plays, funny moments, and more. This might not do that much for you, but I feel like if you want to define your channel and get a clear message out there, just look at the highlights of your channel and what it is you do, and, you know, describe your channel based on that. Again, this tip might not be that important for you, and it's absolutely not going to be like, oh, you know, apply this tip to your channel and you're going to gain 1 million subscribers. It's just a thing I see a lot of people do, and I felt like, you know, maybe I should talk about it a bit. Speaking of common mistakes though, tip number 4, this is something I see happening way too often, and I mean, I did this myself. A lot of people seem to think this is a good idea, but I can assure you that it's not. So what am I talking about here then? Well, I'm talking about asking your viewers what to do on your channel when you have a low subscriber base. So I've done this 2 or 3 times myself. Why I'm saying this is because if you just start YouTube alone and you start posting videos randomly, you're not really going to get many comments on your videos, and it's very unlikely that people are going to find your video and then tell you exactly what they want to see you play when they don't really know you. I mean, if you're watching this video now and this is something you've already done, you know, don't feel bad about it. Everyone's done it. Like I said, I've done this 2 or 3 times myself when I was smaller. It's absolutely not the end of the world. It's not gonna like automatically terminate your channel if you do this. All I'm basically saying here is that before you ask a question like this, make sure you have, you know, a somewhat active fan base that's gonna reply to your question. But what I suggest you do if you're starting out is to think of games you want to play, think of stuff you want to do on your channel, and then start it out, and you know, you already have a plan of what to do. So we're down to the final tip for today. I mean, I could probably sit here and think of, you know, 20 other tips I could give you guys, but this is kind of an idea that I've had in my head for a long while now, and these 5 tips are some of the most common mistakes, I guess you could call them, I see people doing on YouTube. Anyways though, my final tip for today is don't do shoutout Sunday videos. Instead, do them on Monday, guys. It's way more effective. So this is the absolute biggest mistake I see YouTubers doing, and there are plenty of reasons to exactly why I don't think this is a good idea for your channel. First up, why you shouldn't be doing this is probably the biggest reason. Everyone says that they're doing this as a thanks, and you know, they want to help other channels grow. While it's super nice of you to do that, it's not gonna help them if you do it so often. And especially if you don't have that big of a fan base, the only people that are gonna watch your shoutout Sunday videos are the people that want the shoutout. And I know a lot of people do this thing that they put that you have to subscribe to the people that show up in the shoutout Sunday videos in order to actually get a shout out yourself. But then you're just giving the people that want inactive subscribers, because most of the people that want a shout out aren't going to subscribe to the other person and then become an active subscriber. Maybe they are though. Like, don't get me wrong, there could be instances where it's actually been a really successful result and the other person did get more subscribers that followed them actively. Another big note to why you shouldn't do this is because I see so many people depending on these videos to actually grow their channels. And I'm talking about the person doing the shoutout Sunday videos here, not the person receiving it. Because most people put that you have to subscribe to their channel in order to actually get a shout out. And again, you're just gonna get yourself inactive subscribers because people are just gonna subscribe for that shout out. When it comes to YouTube, your subscriber count really isn't what's important. It's the interaction with your fans, learning new things, meeting new people, all that kind of stuff. Shoutout Sunday videos also kind of take up a lot of space in your videos. New people that come in aren't really gonna want to watch these, so you're not going to get very much from it. And to be honest, shoutouts are only really effective when you don't do them very often. Your viewers, fans, or friends aren't going to have the time to check out so many new people every single week. So if you want to do shoutouts, if you want to help people out, space them out, okay? So my point is, shoutout Sundays don't really work, and they're not going to help you or the other person receiving the shoutout. So those were my top 5 tips on how not to be a YouTuber. Hope you enjoyed this. If you want to see the tips on how to be a YouTuber, click the link here on screen or in the description. The video might not be out yet, but if you're watching this later on, it should be out. Anyways, this was a much requested video. I've been getting so many comments from you guys asking me, you know, how to be a YouTuber and if I could give you some tips and that stuff. So if you're actually planning on starting up a YouTube channel, I wish you the best of luck. I hope this video helped, and I hope the next one is gonna help as well. Anyways, have an awesome day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!